Hello everyone, welcome back to USA Benefits Update, your go-to source for the most accurate and up-to-the-minute information on all U.S. government relief programs. Today, we're digging into something many people have been waiting for: new USA relief benefits and whether you might be getting the next big check. We're going to cover who's eligible, which groups are prioritized, what states are involved, how to check if you qualify, and what you can do to make sure you don't miss out, so stick around, because this update could change everything for you or someone you know. Imagine opening your bank account next week and seeing an unexpected payment. It's not from your job, it's not from a side hustle, it's a direct benefit from the U.S. government, specifically designed to help during times of rising costs, rent pressures, food inflation, and unstable employment. That's what many lawmakers are considering right now. This isn't speculation anymore. Multiple reports from state governments and federal programs suggest there's a serious push to issue new relief payments. But not everyone will automatically qualify, and the rules vary widely depending on where you live, how much income you have, and which benefit programs you already receive. First, let's talk about the groups who are most likely to receive these new payments. Low-income households are at the top of the list. If your total household income is modest and you've struggled with paying rent, utilities, or food, you could be eligible for new one-time or recurring relief payments. That includes people who receive help from food assistance programs like SENAP, or those enrolled in state rental or utility support programs, because these relief efforts are being specifically targeted to help those with the greatest need. Another key group is families with children. Many of the proposed benefits are tied to tax credit type relief or direct cash payments for parents, particularly those with younger kids. There is also conversation about expanding payments or credits for childcare costs, and while the details aren't fully finalized for every state, this could mean extra checks for many families. Seniors and disability program recipients are also very likely to benefit. People on Social Security or receiving SSI Supplemental Security Income or SSDI Social Security Disability Insurance have been mentioned in legislative and state-level proposals. Some states want to send additional one-off checks to these populations, because they are among the most financially vulnerable, especially when inflation cuts into fixed incomes, making essential costs like medication, housing, and food more expensive. Unemployed or underemployed individuals could also be part of this next wave of payments. While regular federal unemployment benefits may or may not be reactivated, there are new state-level emergency relief funds that could provide direct deposit payments to people who are struggling to find work or whose current jobs don't pay enough to cover basic living costs. These state programs may operate differently from past stimulus efforts, which means the eligibility could depend on local laws, how much money the state has allocated, and whether there's a formal application process. Which states are pushing these new benefits? Some of the states currently being discussed in the news include California, New York, Texas, Michigan, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Colorado. In these states, legislators have floated or already approved relief programs ranging from one-time stimulus-style checks to expanded monthly assistance for specific populations. But here's the crucial part: every state has its own rules. In California, for instance, you might automatically qualify based on your recent tax return and bank details. In Texas or Florida, the process could require filling out an application or proving that you meet income or expense criteria. That means where you live matters, and so does your proactive effort to check your eligibility. Now, how do you actually verify if you're going to receive one of these checks? Step 1 is to visit your state's official website for benefit programs. Look for pages labeled Relief Payments, State Stimulus, or Emergency Assistance. These pages often have eligibility criteria, application links, and payment timelines. Step 2 is making sure your bank account and address on file with benefit agencies are correct. If the government is sending payments, direct deposit will be the fastest way to get them. If they're mailing checks, having the right address matters. You should also carefully review your most recent tax return. Many state relief programs rely on tax data to decide who qualifies. If you filed taxes for 2023 or 2024, double-check your adjusted gross income, household size, dependents, and residency status. These inputs often determine eligibility for benefit programs. For people who did not file a return, some states may still have options, but you'll need to check carefully. There may be alternative applications or hardship-based pathways. Another key piece of advice: don't rely on rumors or social media hearsay. Only trust official government websites and announcements from recognized agencies. Scammers often prey on people hoping for relief checks, so make sure any application portal or email you're following is legitimate. Double-check URLs. Avoid providing sensitive information unless you are absolutely sure the website is real, and look for Govin web addresses when dealing with government benefit programs. If there is an application, fill it out accurately and completely. Missing information or errors can delay your eligibility. Pay attention to required documents, income proof, identity verification, and bank details may all be needed. Some states may require just a simple attestation, while others will ask for pay stubs, tax returns, or other official paperwork. Let's talk about amounts. Some of these new payments could be modest, one-time checks of a few $100s, while others might be larger, potentially up to $1,000 or more, depending on state budgets and how much money is allocated. Families with children could see higher payments, especially if tax credits are involved. For seniors or disability recipients, the amount may be designed to cover the gap created by inflation. But again, it depends heavily on your state, your household size, your income, and whether you're receiving existing benefits. Timing is another concern. Some states are already working on disbursing these payments, but others are still in the planning or legislative phase. That means not everyone will get their check at the same time. In some areas, payments could begin in the next few weeks. In others, it might take a month or more to finalize rules and actually send the money. Pay close attention to announcements from your state government or local benefit offices. They will provide the clearest timing. Remember also that this is not necessarily a one-and-done situation. Some of the programs being discussed are ongoing or recurring. That means you might receive more than one payment if you continue to meet eligibility criteria. For example, certain states are exploring monthly assistance for low-income households or repeated top-ups rather than just a single check. Keeping your information up to date and re-verifying eligibility when required could make a big difference. On the flip side, you should be aware of potential challenges. Firstly, some relief funds may run out. Even if a state promises a check, there may be a cap on how many people can receive it. That's why applying early or promptly responding to your state's program is very important. Secondly, administrative delays may occur. States may be overwhelmed with applications, or the setup process might be slow, which can push back payments. Thirdly, not all proposed programs may pass. Some are still in the discussion phase, so keep in mind that things might change before any payment is officially approved. For those who are likely to benefit, there are steps you can take now to maximize your chances. First, sign up for alerts or newsletters from your state's benefit agency. That way, you'll be among the first to know when applications open or when payments begin. Next, gather necessary documentation ahead of time: tax returns, proof of income, ID, bank statements, so that when the application opens, you're ready to apply quickly. Third, check with a local nonprofit or community organization. They often help people navigate benefit applications and can provide guidance on how to avoid mistakes or delays. Also, talk to your tax preparer or financial advisor if you have one. They may know about new benefits, local programs, or alternative ways to apply for assistance. And finally, stay connected here on USA Benefits Update, because I'll continue to report on every major development, from when application portals open to when money is actually disbursed. Let me paint a scenario. Suppose you are a single parent in Michigan, working part-time and making just enough to get by. Inflation has made your rent and grocery bills jump. Right now, new state budget proposals include a one-time check for families in your exact situation. You visit your state's website, confirm that you meet the income thresholds, and then submit an application, including your tax return. A few weeks later, you get approved, and the money shows up in your bank account. That check means you can pay some bills, restock your pantry, and pay for utilities without borrowing or stressing for the next month. That's the real-world impact we're talking about. Or picture being someone on SSDI, on a fixed monthly income. You live in New York, where the government is proposing supplemental relief checks for disability benefit recipients. Because of your status, you apply, get approved, and receive your extra payment via direct deposit. That help could make a major difference for you, especially if you rely heavily on that fixed income. So here's the bottom line. Yes, there is a strong possibility that you could be getting the next check, but it depends on a few critical factors: your income, where you live, your current benefit status, and how well you act now. Don't assume automatic eligibility. Instead, check thoroughly, apply carefully, and stay up to date with official announcements. As always, USA Benefits Update is committed to bringing you the truest, most reliable relief news. I will continue to follow this story every step of the way, from state funding votes to payment rollouts, and I'll keep you informed with clear, honest, and actionable updates. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss an alert when applications open or checks go out. Share this video with friends, family, or anyone who might be eligible. The more people know, the better. Thank you for watching USA Benefits Update. Stay alert, stay informed, and take action today, because your next check might be closer than you think.